Everybody's probably seen the TV show Extreme Hoarders.
Yeah.
But according to a new survey, a lot of Americans dabble in the hoarding to some degree.
Oh, to some degree?
To some degree, a lot of us dabble in hoarding.
I feel like I'm in
Half of us say we have at least one room in our house that is unsalvageable.
Unsalvageable?
Due to all the clutter.
I don't know about unsalvageable. You can clean up anything. It's hard, and it's not fun.
Unfortunately, they didn't ask which rooms were unusable due to the junk.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't like a bathroom.
Well, as long as you still have another one.
34% of people say their home feels cramped. 55% of people say they wish they could get rid of some of the stuff they have so they would have more space.
But you can.
The average person wishes they had three more rooms in their home.
That's the way.
Three.
Isn't that the wildest thing? This is what we do as people. We just filled it up with junk that we never look at or see. And then turn around and go, we need a bigger house. Like, no, you need less crap, man.
I like the way Bobby just
It's
you
so
can.
simple. Like it. And look, I get it. I get it. It's hard to throw away some of those things. But if you haven't looked at it in 10 years,
People with hoarding tendencies were asked which things were the hardest to purge.
okay. All right.
Number one on the list was clothes.
Well, I mean, now I don't buy a lot of them. But clothing to me, I keep it forever.
Yeah.
As long as it's still
Usable.
and
Now-
I mean usable is a loose term for me too, because I have some weekend shirts that I never wear in here that like the neck is all frayed, giant holes in the armpits, but they're comfortable. They're my favorite shirts. I'm not throwing those away.
I do not wear these amongst the general public.
Occasionally, here's what happens. I like mow the yard in them, and then I'm like, I got to run to the store for something. I forget I'm wearing wholly just tattered shirts.
We've all done that.
And I go anyway. And then my kids go, you went to the store in that? I did. I waved at people with my arm all the way in the air so they could see the 6-inch armpit hole there. And I did. I didn't even think about
Mortify your girls.
it. Yeah. I've got girls, so it's even worse for
Yeah.
them.
Kitchen equipment, appliances, dishware, and gadgets.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you ever thrown away like kitchen? I guess I have.
I've thrown away some.
A little.
I've got a few things probably I could get rid of. I got 2 different popcorn makers.
Two.
They've been gifted to me.
Right.
I did not buy them.
No.
But I've gotten 2 gifted to me.
Kitchen gadgets were like must have been the hot gift to get for a young couple. Like
I've got
my wife
one.
and I.
I've got one where it, you put it in there and it pops up and then spits out,
Uh-huh.
and then another one where the thing turns. That one sucks.
Do you use
Don't get
either
that.
one?
I haven't used them in probably 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, I just buy bag popcorn if
No,
I
don't
want
do
it.
that. I don't do that.
You
that
do it on
stuff is
stove?
awful for you.
Yeah,
I will
everything's
die.
awful
I will
for
die.
you, Chris.
No, that stuff is no.
Everything you're eating at these fast food joints, awful for
No, not
all of
compared
it.
to popcorn in
I
a
know.
bag.
I know.
Popcorn in a bag will that will
Truly?
kill me instantly.
It won't.
It will.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
No, it will.
It's not good for you. I'm not arguing that it is. I'm not. I'm just saying everything's bad for us.
If I have popcorn, there is one of them I use.
The only time I
I
ever
just
eat
haven't
popcorn seriously is at the movie theater. I never make it at home.
Hobby items is number 3. Shoes, number 4. Grocery and food items.
Yeah, you got to throw away that old tomato. It's rotten. All right?
I don't get that one.
Food
at all.
items should be easy. You have an attachment to this old milk?
I don't.
Get rid of it, dude.
That one's weird. Furniture, number 6. Seasonal decor. Basically something you only put up once a year. I don't have to worry about that.
I would have zero of that if I weren't married.
Memorabilia. I do have some of that stuff. I've got some cool stuff. I got a gold record sent to me by Falling in Reverse,
That's cool.
thanking me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not getting rid of that.
No, but it doesn't take up a ton of room either. You
No.
can display that. That's not.
I've got a few things like that.
Yeah, but that's not. Unless you got a room full of it and you can't walk through it.
Well, it's yeah. I probably
He
should.
does.
I
He
should
must
put
have.
them up on the wall.
Yeah, you should.
I don't have them up on the wall.
You should put it up here in your office, man.
Well, it's like in my office in there. I've got 2 pictures that I painted.
Yeah, they're still
They're
sitting on
still
the floor.
What, 2 years later?
I don't know if it's 2, but it's a while.
I got to get those.
Minimum 1 year. All it takes is a nail. That's it.
Random one-offs. If you look around your house, you'll understand what that means.
I do. I'm sure that you can find an example.
Books number 10.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either. See, I don't think I'm a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. I'm more of a clutterer. I fight the clutter. Like the stuff I do have, when it's put where it should be and things away, it's good. It builds.
I'm not either. I don't have a ton
I need no flat surfaces in my house
to stack
to
crap
put
on.
stuff on.
Yeah.
That's what I've realized.
People are bad about that.
I'll just lay it there. And next thing you know, I've got 2 months worth of mail in a spot.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. So you want a house with no cabinets?
I need a house. No, I need a house with no flat spots. Everything needs to be like in a triangle.
That doesn't work very well though if you're trying to cut up a carrot for your in your kitchen.
Okay, maybe there's a spot.
Then you stack your mail on it.
No, you got to, because that'll be my food spot. I'll have to either I have to pay it or do something with it, or this goes in the trash. I can't stack it.
I have some things sitting around my house that that are hard. I don't think most of that list I'm bad about. But my mother guilted me into some stuff. Like she cleaned out my grandma's house who passed away. And I could tell my mom just didn't want to throw some of this stuff away. I think she felt, and then she was like, here.
I'll let you throw it away.
Here, I'm going to pass this along to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
and now you can't.
You evil lady.
And now you can't throw it away.
I've got boxes full of that.
Uh-huh.
My grandma's stuff. How bad do you feel? You're like, I don't want this.
Half of Americans are hoarders.
I think I probably am. I know my kids are.
To some extent.
Yeah. I'm sure. What's the thing you can't throw away?
Yeah, all kids are hoarders.
They are. Everything's special to them. That's why we have 90 million stuffed animals in my house.
Yep.
My kid never colors a
Rock
picture.
Memorabilia. Yep.
Drumhead from shows. That's cool.
Clean up. Exactly.
Clean up.
You can clean up.
It's true. The term was...
It's just not so simple.
Unsalvageable. That is a car that's wrecked beyond repair. That's unsalvageable. We're talking about rooms full of junk. They're all salvageable. Yeah, you just have to get a dumpster. People make the world harder than it has to be. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just telling you what the answer is. Those should be about done.
Yeah. There might be a few, they said.
Oh, yeah, because they haven't stopped. I was like, how similar thing.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
he's never really, and most operators same way.
You have a point there. Bobby needs to quit making good points.
I'm just solid today. I'm on a
saying.
roll. Can't even say I would do things differently because you don't. I don't know if I would.
In the same, if you were in the same boat.
Yeah. I don't know though. It'd be really hard to. You got to understand that. Same with them.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's just
Now, I will say this. We'll see how it works.
I know. I think it'll be just a tough lesson, but that's just, maybe I'll be proved wrong.
And if so, great. But I'm with you. My fingers on the sound button.
We could not
Discuss.
We couldn't broadcast that. There are gonna be
There are times
when they said we're gonna put cameras in your studio. I was like, they can't hear everything we say.
They basically said, "Hey, we'll just make this where it's live all the time when it's on."
And I panicked.
And we both went, "No," because there's things we can't say because we would probably get fired.
Do you know who you're picking?
No,
We better do a little research.
We got to research.
Football starts tonight.
And we've changed up the Pail of Punishment.
Yeah, we're gonna do that here in a minute, but it's gonna be done differently.
It's going to be done a little differently. I have not done any research, and I could have to do something really dumb. I think the real job thing actually would be funny.
Yeah.
and cool because it's different. It's different.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. We can write that down. We should write that down. I can put it in our notes here. If you think of others, and holler at me. I have a big list here.
We have a little bit of time to.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we technically we can talk about them.
we won't need as many for one thing, most likely.
Right.
Not even
well,
close.
we hope.
Well, it'll reset. You'd have to lose every week in order to need as many as we used to.
36.
Uh,
That's if we lost every week, both of us.
Yeah.
No, I guess because you just do the same punishment.
Yeah, I think so. You could draw it, and if we both lost in a week, you do the
And
same.
you have
Jules draw.
Jules draw.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the punishment is.
Now, we can pick the same team, right? But just knocked out for both of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I assumed so.
I hate the first week.
Yeah, you don't really know a lot. I'd say for the first couple, you don't really know a lot. And there's
Because
some
there's some of them I would almost go bet if I was to bet on like money lines and stuff.
bet an underdog here.
Bet an underdog on a few of them because
Yeah.
I think there could be some.
And I think there's some real toss-up ones in there, as there are every week.
That's weird.
Excuse me.
Scrolling through the games, it goes through the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Why is there so?
Oh, I'm only looking at this week's.
That's what I was supposed to be looking at. Today, tomorrow, 9/8. Why does it have a random? Like it's already on here. I could bet the Chiefs Steelers game.
Really?
I could bet the Dolphins Packers on the 28th.
Chiefs
November.
Steelers is like Christmas.
There's three November dates.
Weird.
I think did they no? Because those are Monday night. That's odd.
Maybe there's just like enough money coming in on some of those that they're like, yeah, we'll let you do it.
I guess.
I mean, you can bet futures anyway. Why not? Those lines will just possibly change a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you decide, hey, I want to get in on it now because I think this team will stink.
There's a lot of there's no just clear cut. Hey, I think this is going to be huge.
No huge favor. Well, I mean, there's some that are bigger, but
I don't know if you could just go, oh yeah, that's going to happen.
mm-hmm. The two teams that I were kind of thinking would be, and it's one of those things with a deal like this. Do you hate to use certain ones too early? I think I'm going to go ahead and do it because you don't know. Let's find out who really stinks in a couple of weeks. And then it'll be easier. That's what I'm going with. That's my strategy. Too wide open.
Huh?
So it's too wide open. Even heading into this year, it's like,
oh well, could you just?
I think most NFL seasons are that way.
And about 3 to 4 games in, you have a better idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even still, like last couple of years, there have been a couple of teams that you're like, wow. Within the first month, you think they're hands down the best team. They haven't ended up winning Super Bowl necessarily. Eagles were that a couple of years ago. Would they go 9-0, I think, to start the year or something like that? And I think they got to the Super Bowl that year, didn't win it. Ravens looked like that last year. It was like, dang, is anybody going to beat them in the playoffs, really? The grandma in St. Louis is all concerned. She mailed off. It's my daughter's birthday, by the way. My baby turned 7 today.
Yes.
Grandma mailed off a birthday card on Saturday. It's not there yet.
It's not.
And And she knows. My daughter knows. It's coming. Nana always sends a card, doesn't come down for the party. It's a long drive. But she knows card's coming. She's been looking forward to this thing for a few days. It's funny. Little kids still love to get mail. And it hasn't shown up yet. It's like, maybe today.
Wow.
And as a Dolphins fan, huh?
Football is back. It is back tonight. We will see Ravens and Chiefs and one other thing. Shots of Taylor Swift.
That is right. NFL season is back. Chiefs Ravens tonight. Going to be a big game as we start. Actually, should be a pretty good game, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Ravens and Chiefs to start off the NFL season. We got our Pro Football Pick'em with Indigo Sky Casino. Make sure you go sign up if you haven't done so at BigDog979.com.
Every week, you could win $100 in Go Rewards play. Plus, you can rack up points through the entire season to win the ultimate stay-and-play package at the end of the season as well. So make sure, again, sign up BigDog979.com and make your picks.
Now, also something that is coming back, but it'll be coming back modified. The Pail of Punishment returns. Bobby's favorite thing since I created it a couple years ago.
Hate it.
He complained so he bitched and moaned enough.
It ruined football season.
So we are going to modify it a little bit. The trash can of teams is going away. Trash can of teams is going away. Pail of punishment. There will be punishments in a pail. Pail still exists.
It still contains punishments.
It will have punishments. We'll talk about the punishments as we get a little closer to maybe having to do one. Hopefully, we don't have to do one the first week.
But you never know.
But he always complained. He hated it. He had no say-so and blah, 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 blah. So that's what I always heard. We've changed it up where it's more skill-based on our own picks, and it's an elimination round. Basically, an example, if you took the Chiefs, I took the Ravens, Chiefs won, Ravens lost, I would then automatically have to do one of the punishments and draw it out.
Correct.
Now, if we both won, we picked a team, and we both win, no punishment needs to be, but we cannot pick those teams again.
Correct. So an elimination style, we'll do it that way. Now, in the event later on that we lose and have to perform the punishment, it will reset your board.
So now all the teams become available for you and you only, not the other person.
Contestant, right. So we'll make picks every week. If we lose, we serve the punishment. We draw from the pail of punishment.
Yes.
If we both lose in a week, Jules will draw from the pail of punishment.
Yes.
And we will both do the same punishment.
Same punishment.
If just one of us lose, then Jules may still make an appearance and draw for us or whatever, but just the one person will do the punishment. So it's time to make our picks for the
This will be the first week. Whatever teams we pick again, if they win, good. If they lose, bad. But if we do win, we cannot pick this team again until we lose and have to do a punishment.
First week of the
He
NFL.
seemed somewhat happier with this
Yes,
outcome.
I still hate it. But the first week of the NFL season is very tough because so far you don't really know who's good or not. You think you do.
You think you do, but first weeks can throw chaos into the picking.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go, my strategy will be to go chalky in the first week.
Chalky.
Yeah, to take chalk. You've heard the term if you're picking stuff, big time favorites, to pick chalk. You can't pick.
He's getting fancy with the picking
You
terms.
can't pick a game that is too close, more of a toss-up game this week.
Right.
Now, the strategy could be I want to reserve who I think are the best teams for later down the road, but I'm too nervous to do that in week
I
one.
think week one, I think you have to probably go with this team I know should win with the highest percentage over the other ones.
Yeah, which will make it harder down the road, but I think with that in mind, for week one, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
They're playing the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
Yeah, I will take the Buffalo Bills.
So I will be a big Cardinals fan
You
this
can
week.
be a big Cardinals fan this week.
You're gonna go with Buffalo.
Uh-huh.
With my first pick, I'm going to take, because I'm going to use the same strategy, a team that I think will be a pretty good team
Mm-hmm.
or a decent team. I hope they're not, but I think they will be. And they're playing supposedly what is going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this season.
This was my other thought, too. Yes.
And I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mhm.
Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Patriots. Patriots are supposed to be one of the worst. They're ranked, at least to start the season, in the bottom 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Go with the Bengals for week one. All right. I've got Bills,
I've got Bengals.
and we will see if either of us have to draw from the pail of punishment after just 1 week of this new modified pail of
And
punishment.
we've got some good punishments in there. We'll
Yeah.
we'll talk more about that as the season goes on. What punishments are could possibly be picked.
Yeah.
And of course we got the live stream, so whatever punishments will be done in the studio, and you will be able to watch.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
So there we go. And don't forget, go sign up for the Pro Football Pick'em. It is a lot of fun, and you have a chance to win. You don't even have to know anything about football. You just have to make your picks each and every week, and you can win.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yeah, very simple.
BigDog979.com. All right. Key West to Missouri. That's a change. That's not good. Brian May suffered a minor stroke.
Oh, no.
He's doing okay, but and he can still play guitar. But so it was minor, but it was very scary. He says he didn't have control over his left arm, and it happened out of the blue, all of a sudden. That's scary. So glad he's doing better.
Yeah.
Oh, this will make you feel old.
Will it?
Well, not you, maybe per se, but some people. Movies that are 50 years old.
Ah,
1974 was when they came out.
okay.
Blazing Saddles.
Wow.
The Great Gatsby. Death Wish. Holy crap, I didn't realize. The Longest Yard. The original Longest
Yeah,
Yard.
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
Holy crap. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The
Oh,
original.
man.
50 years old.
I've seen most of these. I'm surprised, actually. I've never
I'm
watched The
thinking-
Great Gatsby.
Murder on the Orient Express, the original.
Never watched that.
They've had like 3 or 4 different versions
Well,
since.
most of these have had multiple. Texas
I guess
Chainsaw,
true.
Longest Yard is had in remake.
The Godfather Part 2.
Okay, which we've talked about. I've never watched the Godfather series. I need to.
You need to.
I love mobster movies too. Just never watched it.
Young Frankenstein
Okay,
and The Towering Inferno is on the list. There's a couple of them.
Towering Inferno was supposedly it was a huge movie at the time,
It was
right?
a big,
Mhm.
and I think it was a broadcast thing on TV, if I remember right.
Big action deal and
On
everything.
TV.
Mhm.
Ooh. Yeah, those are scary. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the odds and stuff on this betting thing, and actually there might be some upsets that might be worth taking.
Mhm.
Might have to throw money on the Steelers just because I get to watch Steelers first week.
Do you?
Yeah, I looked at the TV map, and they're carrying. It's the first game for Fox because thankfully the Chiefs are on Thursday, so that when the Chiefs play on a Sunday night or Thursday or Monday or something like that, there's a chance the Steelers get.
Right.
Not always, but
Sure.
Brady also makes his debut
I know.
for the late game on Fox, so that'll be curious.
I'll be honest. I heard him do a little
Oh,
hit the other day. Sounds pretty good.
Okay, I'm curious to see how he sounds.
Like it, they're asking him, hey, but insight and all this. He sounds pretty solid. Which he's a well-spoken guy. He knows everything about the game.
It's
It's just like, God, do we have to have more Tom Brady?
Right.
Do we have to?
That's the part that I
We
didn't.
just got rid of Tom Brady. Can we please? And as much money you used to, it was like the guys that made great money, they didn't do it.
They didn't.
It was always the guys that didn't make a lot of money.
Or yeah, and if they did, it was there's more of them that now are getting into it, but
mm-hmm.
and if they did, it usually was later down the line. They took a couple years off, and then
Yeah.
I think now a lot of them work on that stuff while they're like the off season and other stuff. They have things set up where they're training them. Apparently, the NFL also does that. They offer like I think like 20 players or 30 players or something like that. Like if you show like you might have the skill to do this,
Yeah.
they offer like almost like a training camp for you to even help you even more.
Yeah, you've
Which is
talked
kind of
about that
which is
before.
kind of cool.
A more or less a way to kind of continue to educate you.
See, like the Broncos Seahawks game.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos are plus 200. I think the Broncos have a chance in that game. Bo Nix looks pretty good. Now, of course, it's preseason, but still.
Say, who knows? I would,
But it's the first week, so it's one of them things where it's like, you know what? They might actually be in the first week, and then a lot of those rookie quarterbacks, you get a couple weeks under the belt, and coaches get to see what you do and shut you down.
yeah.
Commanders, supposedly that quarterback that they got and the team looks pretty good. They're playing the Buccaneers.
Which the Bucs
They're an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys are an underdog against the Browns.
Cowboys are a dog against the Browns.
Plus 115.
Huh. I'm very surprised by that. CD not playing. There's a chance he isn't.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it's that way now. Maybe if they list
If you want to bet it, you might bet it now then. Because if he comes back as playing, that shit. Would you think so? Would you think? Now, they're in Cleveland, too, I guess. That makes a difference.
Yeah. Cleveland's defense is still going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Chubb's still hurt. I know the Ford kid was good. It's Deshaun. He's good. Not great.
I think the Cowboys be pretty decent.
I think they will be, too. Big Cowboys guy, but I think they'll be pretty decent. I spell Cincinnati right. God, that's a task for me.
Yeah.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Okay, I think I got it right.
If I were Orlando Bloom,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would live in a constant state of dishpan hands.
What are we talking about here?
Because when he does kitchen duty, he gets rewarded.
Oh.
Katy Perry is married to Orlando Bloom.
Right.
Katy Perry says, quote, "If I come downstairs and the kitchen is clean and you've done it all,
Mm-hmm.
and you've done all the dishes,
Mm-hmm.
and you've closed all the pantry doors,
I suck at that.
you better get ready for a little me going downtown,
Really?
doing a little of the oral stuff."
Wow. Katy Perry is one of those girls that seems so freaky.
She goes, "I mean, like, literally, that is my love language."
Dude, I do dishes all the time, Katy Perry. Come on over.
She adds, quote, "I don't need a red Ferrari. I can buy my own red Ferrari.
No, that's a good point. It's a good point.
Just do the effing dishes, and I will perform on you. It's that easy."
It is not that easy. Anybody else know a girl like this?
She's, according to her. See? That's, I would clean a lot.
Every day. There would never be a dirty dish in that house. Every day. It'd be immaculate. Bathroom may look terrible, and that's the problem. You got to specify a little more. But if you're that fine-tuned on one specific thing, and maybe that really does it for her,
It's kitchen.
it's the kitchen. And what cracks me up is I just assumed they had a maid. Baby, the kitchen is all clean? That's right. I told her to clean it.
And she did amazing.
Let's go to the bedroom.
I don't think that's going to work.
Oh, it's not the
Yeah,
same?
I think you have to do it. I think that's what gets her going.
Okay.
It's you doing it.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Trying to find loopholes still.
See, maybe that's always finding loopholes.
Trying to,
anyway. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. The NFL season kicks off tonight. The Ravens playing the Chiefs. Should be a good game. They both have the same record. Imagine Dragons is the first group with a song broadcast from the moon.
That's one small step for man, one terrible band for mankind.
Swiss Airlines had to rebalance their planes because the first-class seats were too heavy. Spirit Airlines had to rebalance their planes because its passengers are too heavy. A Kentucky bowling team set a Guinness record with 2,032 strikes in 24 hours. The record was world's most desperate attempt to avoid wives. And the season 33 cast of Dancing with the Stars is out. And for the 33rd straight time, they're neither dancers nor stars. This is not headline news.
Yep, there you go. That's what according to her, Katy Perry. That's the thing.
I think a lot of guys respond well to that too, for multiple reasons. We're cavemen, and we like to be rewarded. Like, if you prove you get treat,
I get treat.
you get treat because you do the thing out, and then they'll go,
Oh, treat.
I do it.
I do treat.
I
I
think
do for treat.
I think guys are like that. I think you could get guys to do a ton of like manual labor or whatever. Yeah. Because a lot of us anyway, I don't think, like mine do it. It's just a reward system. We are dogs. Let's just be, we are dogs.
Yeah, I can't argue with what he's saying either.
I don't want to give away all of our secrets here.
But that's
but
it. We're most pretty simple.
I'm very simple.
We need to just working out all some details that I have to work out. I know that's very cryptic, vague.
Sounded it. Yeah.
It did. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Well, that's very cryptic and vague."
I said nothing. Mm-hmm.
Um, the top who, what, when, where, and why questions were Googled in August.
Okay.
One of them is politics.
Ah.
I'll just skip the who.
Okay.
But it's who is speaking at the DNC tonight.
Oh.
What does monkeypox look like? That was the top what question asked, Googled.
Okay.
When does Love Island reunion air?
Oh.
The where question? Where to watch Love Island reunion?
Wow.
I did not realize it's such a big hit.
I didn't either. I'm not really certain what it is.
It's a dating show
Yeah. Where?
on an island of love.
Yes. Is it a Netflix? Is it a
It says
network thing?
it says Peacock.
Peacock. What? Peacock's
So whatever, I think that's CBS, NBC,
NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, Peacock is NBC. Peacock. They
Yes.
always had the.
It's a very popular dating show.
Of course, it's very popular. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I've heard of Love Island. I'd not watched it. Believe it or not.
I haven't either.
Also, I don't have Peacock, so
Well, you have NBC.
Yes, if it's on,
I don't think you have to have.
it's not just on Peacock.
Yeah.
It's not Peacock only.
I don't think so.
I have NBC, but yes, I also haven't watched it there.
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
So, where to watch Love Island? Can I watch Love Island on regular TV,
Weird.
over-the-air TV?
Well, and so maybe their big deals they run through maybe August, where all new episodes and things. And
The reunion air, it was on August 19th after the season final in July.
it's a summertime show. Gotcha.
Because the reunion is like after the final, like by almost a month probably.
It's quite a bit. Usually it's a
Or a
little
couple
closer than
weeks.
that, I would think.
We could talk about that in August. We're out of the loop.
How oblivious we are to what's being Googled. Yeah, it could be.
And the why thing is the one that just makes me want to punch the phone every time.
Punch the phone.
That's not a slang term for something.
I didn't know.
Watch that be a new thing. Punch the
Punch
phone.
Yeah.
That'll be on our T-shirt. Punch the phone.
Punch the phone. Have a great day, Anna.
Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it very much.